Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi with Real Estate Spotlight. Joining me today is Renata Reid, who is with Sotheby's International Realty Canada in Calgary. Thanks for joining us today, Renata.
Thank you, Mario. I look forward to seeing you again here.
Okay, let's talk about the real estate market and we'll look back on the year and then we'll look forward onto next year. But how would you describe the market in Calgary in 2024?
2024 was quite a dynamic year. There was quite a bit of activity in the very beginning. We had lots of the market was very strong. One of our strongest markets in the spring market went into the summer and kind of had the summertime seasonal a little bit of a slowdown, but very strong as well. And into the fall, we were seeing the numbers were really good as well. So going into the holiday season now, we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown, but really the numbers are still very strong in sales.
Okay,
Yeah.
and maybe talk a little bit about the market in December and what you've experienced.
Yeah, the market in December has been it's been a phenomenal December already, with multiple offers still happening right now, which is unusual for this time of year. But we're seeing any good properties that come on the market because a lot of properties are coming off for the holidays, and so we're seeing that even that it's there's been a lot of strength still in this market when properties do come on.
Now, tell me, what are you sensing out there in terms of the sentiment of both
Mm.
buyers and sellers right now?
Yeah, buyers and sellers. So what I am seeing, so we just had this. We had a new interest rate drop just yesterday, no, 2 days ago now, and it has really, I think that's given some boost to people wanting to purchase at a lower rate. So I am seeing a lot of people starting to lock in with variable rates instead of fixed rates and things like that. So that is giving people some motivation to buy now and not wait. And they have more buying power, it seems, right now too, because there isn't as the feeding frenzy we saw in the spring. We're not seeing that right now. We're seeing more of a steady, I have a little bit of time, so they're purchasing the property and they're going in and selling afterwards, and doing that in a less frantic way. So that's actually been great.
hmm Now, a couple of changes are coming federally when it comes to mortgages. The first, they're increasing the $1 million price cap for insured mortgages to 1.5 million, and they're also increasing the mortgage amortization, the 30-year thing for more. I guess first-time buyers, especially, to be able to get into the market. What do you think those two changes will do in terms of impacting the market?
Yeah, those are really good changes that are happening. There's also another one where they're allowing secondary suites, so that's the third one as well. Those are all going to be very good for allowing people to get into the market. What we've been seeing is don't necessarily have 200,000 sitting in their back pocket to be able to purchase. So lowering that amount to 75,000, that's going to allow a lot more people to get into the market that were maybe they're at 150 and now they can actually purchase a home. So that's a very good thing, but it's also a cautionary tale because we got to watch out for, if you're taking on too much debt, because that's what's also, something to be aware of when you are purchasing in these levels. The 30-year amortization will allow you to have lower payments, monthly payments. So that's also really good. So it's just a matter of like making sure that you balance things out and not overstretch. The other thing to be cautious about is, if interest rates do start changing back up again, because right now we're going down, but you got to be careful going forward if things start changing in the reverse again, where a lot of people got caught
Hmm.
in their mortgage payments monthly going double, right? So we caution people. We want to make sure we look at all their, have that emergency fund. It's going to be really important to have that.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think the trends are shaping the market right now?
The trends that are shaping the market, like in the way of like homes, like you home purchases,
Yeah.
people are starting to purchase. I mean, I think single family has always been the biggest sector, but there's not as much inventory in that category. So people are starting to purchase even the condos and townhouses, infills that are row housing type thing. So it is, the trend is kind of headed that way at this time. It's just getting inventory. I think the secondary suites, anywhere you can actually build a secondary suite, those are going to be things that I'm going to see people wanting to, now that we have that. That is going to be a big push. The government is allowing those more and more, and it's getting easier to put those in place. So I think people are going to try and do those.
Okay. And last question I have for you. Okay, we're less than a month away from 2025. What do you expect from the market next year?
The market here next year, I think, is going to be very strong with these interest rates and federal mortgage changes. That's going to make for uh, it's going to make it a lot simpler for people to buy. And our market was already crazy. It's going to be a really hot market for Calgary going forward. I think the reason why they did all those changes for across Canada is to lift the Ontario and BC market, but I think it's going to lift ours even more with that. So that's a great thing for Calgary.
All right, wonderful. Thanks, Renata, for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Mario. Lovely to see you again.
All right, that was Renata Reid with Sotheby's International Realty Canada in Calgary. I'm Mario Toneguzzi with Real Estate Spotlight. Thanks for joining us today.